Hi guys, for this video, I will teach you how to make Jules front tie top. This project is perfect for casual look and very simple to make. I will also provide guides on how you will adjust the top based on your size. Here is the list of the materials. This top has 3 parts: the back panel, front panels, and sleeves. Kindly read the instructions carefully so you will know how to adjust the width of the back panel based on your size, and also the length of the back panel. Let's start with the width of your back panel by making a slip knot, then chain 67. Now that we're done with the 67 chains, you will make a double crochet on the second chain from the hook. Continue on making 1 double crochet on the remaining stitches. There should be a total of 66 double crochet. Now that we're done with the 66 double crochet, we'll make another row. Chain 2, turn, make double crochet on the very first stitch. Again, you will make 1 double crochet on every stitch. Make sure that every row you will maintain the same number of double crochet, which is 66. Always remember to place 1 double crochet on the very last stitch. I suggest that you count the number of stitches on every row so you will avoid making increase or decrease. Always 66 double crochet. Chain 2, turn, again we'll make another row and make 1 double crochet on every stitch. You will repeat these steps until you have a total of 32 rows of double crochet. Now that we're done with the 32 rows of double crochet, we will proceed with the additional rows. The additional rows consist of 4 rows of 8 double crochet. There will be additional rows on both sides of the back panel. Let's start by attaching the yarn on the very first stitch and then chain 2, make 1 double crochet on the next 8 stitches. Note that the chain 2 at every start of the row is not counted as 1 double crochet. That's why you have to place 1 double crochet at the very first stitch when you start a row. So now we have 8 double crochet. We'll make another row chain 2, turn, make 1 double crochet on the very first stitch, and then double crochet until you reach the end of the row. After this, you will make 2 more rows of 8 double crochet. After that, you're done, and you can do the same procedure on the other side. Chain 1 and cut the yarn. So here's how the back part will look like. It will have 32 rows of double crochet and 4 rows of additional rows. After that, we will proceed with the front panel. You will make 2 pieces of front panel with the same pattern. Unlike the back panel, in the front panel, we will start on making decreases to create this slant line. There will be also additional rows at the top. Read the instructions carefully on how you will adjust the front panel based on your size. The measurement of the one front panel is based on the half of the back panel. There will be also 32 rows for the front panel and 4 additional rows, just like on the back panel. The difference is we will start on making decreases. So let's start with the front panel with the slip knot, then chain 34. And after 34 chains, make 1 double crochet on the second chain from the hook. And just like on the back panel, you will just make 1 double crochet on every stitch until you reach the end of the chain. Again, to make another row, chain 2, make 1 double crochet on the very first stitch, and then continue on making 1 double crochet on every stitch. There should be a total of 33 double crochet on every row. Just like what we did on the back panel, remember to make 1 double crochet on the last stitch so you can maintain the 33 double crochet per row. Chain 2, turn, again to make another row, make 1 double crochet on the very first stitch, and then continue on making 1 double crochet on every stitch. Make a total of 16 rows of double crochet, and then we will start on making decreases. So let's start with the row 17, chain 2, turn, make 1 double crochet on the very first stitch, next make a decrease or 2 double crochet together. After that, you'll make another 1 decrease or 2 double crochet together. Every row you will make 2 decrease. And after the 2 decreases, you will start on making 1 double crochet on the remaining stitches. Again, make 1 double crochet on the last stitch, chain 2, turn, and we will start with row 18. Here you will make 1 double crochet on every stitch until there's 5 stitches left. On the 5 stitches left, you will make 2 decreases and 1 double crochet on the last stitch. Now that you're done with the 2 decreases, make 1 double crochet on the last stitch. For row 19, we will repeat row 17. Chain 2, turn, make 1 double crochet on the very first stitch, and then make 2 decreases on the next 4 stitches. After the 2 decreases, proceed on making 1 double crochet on every stitch until you finish the row. Again, to end the row, make 1 double crochet on the very last stitch. Chain 2, turn. For row 20, you will repeat row 18. You will make 1 double crochet on every stitch until there's 5 stitches left. On the last 4 stitches, make 2 decreases or 2 double crochet together. Again, on the last stitch, make 1 double crochet to end the row. You will repeat rows 17 and 18 alternately until you have a total of 28 rows. So within the 28 rows, you will have 16 rows without decrease and 12 rows with decrease. To complete the 32 rows, you will make 4 rows of double crochet with no decrease. Just make 1 double crochet per stitch. As you can see at our current row, we only have 8 double crochet, and this 8 double crochet will also be the same number of double crochet that will be used for the additional rows. So you will repeat these rows of 8 double crochet for 4 times and another 4 rows for the additional rows. So you will make a total of 8 rows of 8 double crochet. Just like what I've said, after the 32 rows, you will make the 4 additional rows. And after that, you can chain 1 and cut the yarn. and your front panel is done. You will just repeat the same pattern for the other front panel. Once you're done with the two front panels, you can proceed on making 2 single crochet on every row so you can have a clean edging. To start, you will attach the yarn in the corner. Chain 1, and then you will start on making 2 single crochet per row of double crochet. Remember, it should only be 2 single crochet per 1 row of double crochet, and you will do this until you reach the other corner. Continue on making 2 single crochet per row until you reach the corner. And when you reach this corner, chain 1, turn, and you will make 1 SC per stitch. Again, in this corner, chain 1, turn, 2 SC per row of DC. And when you reach this corner, chain 1 again, and then you will proceed on making 2 SC until you reach the bottom of the front panel. Just like on the front panel, we will also make 2 SC per row in the back panel, and remember to make chain 1 on every corner. Next is we will connect the front panel to the back panel. You will attach the yarn in the chain 1 corner that we made earlier. Remember that you will be using the back loop of the front panel and the front loop of the back panel in connecting the front and back panel. Now that we got the back and front loop, make a chain 1 and then continue on making single crochet using the back and front loop. Again, like what I said, you will use the back loop of the front panel and the front loop of the back panel. You will make single crochet until you reach the chain 1 corner. Now that you're done, chain 1 and you may cut the yarn. It will look like this. Do the same thing on the other side. Next is we will connect the sides using single crochet. It will look like this once the sides of the front and back panel are connected, and after they are connected, we will proceed with the sleeves. Again, to connect the sides, you will attach the yarn on the back and front loop. Chain 1, and you will proceed on making 1 single crochet on the back and front loop of every stitch until you reach the 35th stitch. Now that we're done on connecting the sides, we will continue with the sleeve. Don't cut your yarn. Let's start with the round 1 of the sleeve. Chain 2, and then just make 1 double crochet on every stitch until you reach the starting point. To end the round 1, slip stitch on the first double crochet. Let's start with round 2, chain 2, make a decrease or 2 double crochet together. Next, make 1 double crochet on the third stitch. Repeat decrease and 1 double crochet for 3 times. So you should have a total of 4 decrease and 4 DC. Next, you will make 1 double crochet on the next 17 stitches. After the 17 stitches, you will make 1 decrease and 1 double crochet for 8 times. There should be a total of 8 decreases and 8 double crochet. Next, continue on making 1 double crochet on every stitch until there's 12 stitches left. On the 12 stitches left, make 1 decrease and 1 double crochet for 4 times. By the end of the round, there should be a total of 4 decrease and 4 DC. Now, make a slip stitch on the first decrease. Chain 3 and let's start with the round 3. Make 1 double crochet on every stitch until you reach the 5th decrease from the previous round. You will stop here 2 stitches before the 5th decrease from the previous round. Now make decrease on the 2 stitches before the decrease from the previous round. And then make 1 double crochet on top of the decrease. Repeat 1 decrease and 1 DC for 5 more times. There should be a total of 1 decrease and 1 double crochet in this part. After that, continue on making 1 double crochet on every stitch until you reach the end of the round. Slip stitch on the first DC and then chain 2 will start with round 4. Make decrease and 1 DC for 2 times. After the 2 decreases and 2 DC, make 1 double crochet on every stitch until there's 6 stitches left. Now that there's 6 stitches left, you will make 1 double crochet and 1 decrease for 2 times. To end round 4, just slip stitch on the first decrease. Chain 2, and for round 5, there will be no decreases and just make 1 double crochet on every stitch all around. You will repeat round 5 until you reach round 9. On the last stitch of round 9, switch with the milky white yarn. Chain 1 and then make 1 single crochet per stitch all around. To end the last round of the sleeves, slip stitch on the next 2 stitches. And then chain 1, cut the yarn. Repeat the same procedure for the other side. Next is we'll make the white edging and the tie. You will attach the milky white yarn here and the chain 1 corner, and then you will proceed on making single crochet until you reach the other corner. So let's proceed. Attach the milky white yarn on the chain 1 corner. Chain 1, make 1 single crochet on the same stitch, and then you will proceed on making 1 single crochet on every stitch until you reach the chain 1 corner on the other side. Now that you reach the chain 1 corner on the other side, you will make the tie. As for the tie, chain 80. If you want your tie to be longer, just add more chains. After 80 chains, slip stitch on the second chain from the hook. Then you will proceed on making 1 slip stitch on every stitch until you reach the last stitch. Now that you're done with the tie, turn your work and you will continue on making 1 single crochet on every stitch until you reach the other side or the corner from the other side. You will continue on making 1 single crochet until you reach the other side, and when you reach the chain 1 corner from the other side, you will just repeat the same procedure that we did for the tie, where you will make chain 80 and then make slip stitch on every stitch. Now that you're done with the slip stitches, just make a slip stitch on the next 2 stitches and then chain 1 and cut the yarn. And now your Jules front tie top is done. As for the finishing step, remember to hide the excess yarns. Congrats on finishing the tutorial and thank you for watching. Also, remember to tag me on Instagram so I can see your finished project. Thank you!